couple of years back, if you'd asked me what I thought of F-holes in guitars, I probably would have said strong pass. No thanks. No thanks, or something like that. I think it's a great thing when you can change and adapt and learn and grow and appreciate new things. You know, you don't always have to stay the same. And I don't know if those things apply to what I'm talking about today, but because this is mainly a cosmetic feature, but yeah, I like F-holes now. I have no problem with F-holes. And clear that up, it's the term for a hole that's shaped like an F that's inside a guitar. That's all I'm talking about. Get your minds out of the gutter. So what is this guitar? What's the guitar that you see? This is an American original Thinline 60s Telecaster. But there's a story behind it. About 2 years ago, I bought this neck from Stratosphere Parts online. I wanted a nitro lacquer neck, and I bought it online. I made a video about it, about necks and what's the most important part of your guitar. I'll share that video if you want to check it out. I attached it to a parts caster build at the time. I think it was a white body, and it's been a great neck. I've actually had it on a couple different guitars. Skip to the present day. So I was just looking at Stratosphere Parts one day, and I saw they had an American original 60s Thinline loaded body. So like I usually do, I sold one guitar and I bought this one. So the neck is a 2019 model and the loaded body is from 2022. And Fender stopped producing the American original series in 2022, so I thought it's now or never. Or it'll be later and more expensive. So I didn't get the hard shell case, which is fine. How much did it cost? In 2020, I bought the neck and tuners, came as a package, and it was $654.99 US, converted to $988 Canadian. And just recently, I bought the loaded body for $999.99 US, plus $85 US shipping, $1084.99. So convert that. There was no duties or taxes. It was $1490.35 Canadian. So all said and done, I've got an American original 60s Telecaster for $2478.35 Canadian. That's roughly $1,800 US. Yeah, it's expensive. No case, it's all new, it's in mint condition. So is that a good deal? Probably saved me a bit, but the last 2 years things have gone up so much, it's really hard to evaluate, I guess, to see if that's a good deal anymore. But I bought it in chunks. One great thing about it was I just simply attached the neck to the body, screwed in the 4 bolts or screws, right? Put strings on it and played it, and there was no setup or adjustment needed. It's good. Let's go part cast it together. Okay, let's open up the package. Stratosphere Parts. This is the loaded body that I mentioned I ordered. My only complaint about the whole Stratosphere Parts, I've had good experience, is this packaging. These foam popcorn pieces, I don't even know what they're called. You can't eat them, and the static, it clings to everything they get. Anyways, that's my rant for today. Okay, let's open it up. Everything else is packaged great, by the way. They really do a good job. Here's the little case that you get with an American original, like zipper case. And here it is. Here's the body, and it's loaded. So what they did was they took the neck off, and then they sold this, and then the neck separate, and the case separate. So American original 60s Telecaster Thinline. You can see the F-hole I've been talking about, and it looks to be like the body seems to be a 2-piece or a 3-piece. I didn't really look up that close. Maybe you can tell me. Here's what you get inside: the sticker, the book, certificate, an instruction manual how to play guitar from Fender, and it comes with a neck plate, the 4 screws or bolts. What do you think? 3-piece, 2-piece? I'll get a 6-piece chicken McNugget, thanks. I'm hungry now. And there's the timestamp inside, May 3rd, 2022. So you know when it was born. It's a birthday. And I had the neck packed away from a previous video when I took it off the body. Just have it in this case. This case is an American original case that I got with a different guitar. And here's the neck, close up. I'm try to get the timestamp. What am I calling it? Timestamp. The birthday, it was November 7th, 2019. Okay, take the pick guard off, get all the screws out, and we're gonna take the plastic off and take the tone knob and the volume knob in reverse order. I said volume and tone things. This is all planned, by the way. What I'm saying right now, 100% scripted. No, this is a one take. I'm doing it. I'm watching it when you watch it. Let's take a close look at the pots and the switch and the wiring and the 51992, and you got the 7716470 thing, and that's the neck pickup. It's got the gray bottom cardboard stuff. Here's the internal routing. You can see it's all cavitied and hollowed out, and it's magic. I don't know how they do it. They pack all the stuff in there and things and stuff. Okay, put it back together because that's too technical. I didn't want to overwhelm people. So here's putting the neck on, and I'm just gonna loosen the screws a little bit just so I can pop the neck in. And I make a mistake here. One mistake. Should have known better. Here's my tip. If you're ever gonna do this for this type of guitar, anyways, take the pick guard off, then put the neck on, then put the pick guard back on, because I cracked the pick guard, and I'll show you. And I was kind of pissed a little bit, but not too bad. You'll see it here. I was like, damn it, what was that crack sound? There we go. It doesn't even show up in photos unless you go in really close. Get my strings on, and we're all strung up. We're all strung out. And here's the weight: 6 pounds, 13 ounce, 3 kilograms roughly. And you got the pickup resistance. Now you know everything about it. What else do you want to know? Would you like to know more? There, we got it together. So what are the specs on this guitar? I'll put them up on screen so you can read them, or you can go to the official Fender site and look up this guitar. But I just want to focus on some highlights, so I'm not going to read all the specs. Just so you know, Fender has a pretty good serial number lookup site. It doesn't cover every decade and model, but there is a range that they'll cover most current things. So if you get a serial number, you can type it in, then have the guitar and all the specs. So that's where I got this page. So the main highlights for me: semi-hollow ash body, 3-color sunburst, gloss nitro lacquer neck finish, and gloss lacquer body. So does that mean the body isn't nitro? The nitro is implied when you say lacquer, right? But I could be wrong. You let me know in the comments. I've just seen that term used differently on different sites, like Fender Japan. Sometimes says it, sometimes doesn't say nitro. You got vintage style tuners. It says they're 70s. Is that a typo? Bone nut, 9.5-inch radius, 21 vintage tall frets, Tim Shaw designed 60s thin-line pickups, and a 3-way toggle. So what's really going to be different for me with this Tele is a semi-hollow body. And with that super lightweight guitar, I'm going to try to capture some tones and see if I can play with the feedback and the dynamics of the tube amp that I have. There we go. This has been the Fender American Original 60s Telecaster. Like it, love it, hate it, loathe it. Let me know your comments and the thoughts. What? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And it's essentially, it's a real American original 60s Thinline Telecaster. Unless you don't believe in parts casters, and which is what all Telecasters and Fender guitars are. Pretty much. But I could be crazy. You're crazy. Crazy awesome. All right, as always, play guitar and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.